Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello students. Today we will study news item. Before we study, please prepare your note if there are some difficult words and also the exercise that you must be done. The standard competence that we must be achieved: memahami makna teks fungsional pendek and esai sederhana berbentuk naratif, deskriptif, and news item dalam konteks kehidupan sehari-hari dan untuk mengakses ilmu pengetahuan. So we have to achieve the standard competence to understand the meaning of short functional text and essay in the form of narrative, descriptive, and news item in daily life, and to access science knowledge. And then the standard competence that we must be achieved is to respond the meaning of rhetorical steps in essay accurately, fluently, acceptable in the context daily life, and to access science knowledge in the form of narrative, descriptive, and news item. Nah, sekarang indikator yang harus kita capai ini nanti akan dalam bentuk tes. Jadi indikatornya adalah mengidentifikasi makna kata dalam teks yang dibaca. Identify the meaning of the text that you read, and then identify the meaning of sentence in the text, and then identify the source of the news item you hear, and then identify the steps of rhetorica in the text. And then we also identify the goal of the text.
Purpose: to inform readers, listeners or viewers about events of the day which are considered newsworthy or important. Text organization: newsworthy events tells the event in a summary form. Background events elaborate what happened, explains what caused the incident. Sources: comments by participants, witnesses, authorities, and experts involved in the event.
Jadi tujuan teks berita itu adalah menginformasikan kepada pembaca, pendengar, atau pemirsa tentang kejadian yang dianggap penting. Kemudian urutan teks, susunan teks. Paragraf pertama itu adalah yang namanya newsworthy event. Ini berisi atau menceritakan tentang ringkasan kejadian. Paragraf berikutnya, paragraf 2 dan seterusnya, itu adalah merinci, elaborate what happened, apa yang terjadi, explain what caused the accident, menjelaskan apa penyebab kejadian itu. Kemudian yang terakhir adalah the source, sumber. Berita itu pastinya ada sumbernya. Sumber bisa dari komen dari peserta. Misalnya kalau itu misal teks berita tentang seminar. Kemudian witness, saksi. Authority, pengarang. Expert, para ahli involved in the event, yang terlibat dalam kejadian itu. Kemudian ciri-ciri kebahasaan. Dalam teks news item biasanya ada headlines, jadi kata yang besar ditulis yang menarik sebagai judul dari berita itu. Kemudian kata kerja yang biasa dipakai adalah kata kerja aksi, the use of action verb. The use of action verb yaitu kata kerja aksi, misalnya hit, menabrak, attack, menyerang, dan seterusnya. Kemudian menggunakan kata-kata seperti said, dari kata say, mengatakan, edit, menambahkan, claim, mengklaim. Dalam teks news item biasa juga menggunakan kalimat pasif. Contoh yang ada di sini adalah Aceh was hit by a tsunami in 2004. Aceh dihantam tsunami. Dihantam ini adalah kalimat pasif oleh tsunami di tahun 2004. Kemudian, kata keterangan di dalam kalimat pasif biasanya menggunakan kata keterangan cara. Contohnya, the victim were badly injured. Korban terluka parah.
Look at the picture and discuss with your friends. Traffic jam. What you know.
Oke,
What you want to know.
bersama teman-temanmu, coba perhatikan gambar yang ada di slide ini. Kamu pause durasi film yang ada sehingga memberi kesempatan kamu untuk mendiskusikan gambar yang ada di slide ini. Kemudian kamu rangkum bersama teman-temanmu. Setelah kamu mendiskusikan dan melaporkan, berikutnya adalah latihan. Find out the match. Coba kamu jodohkan kata dengan makna. Kata yang ada di kolom sebelah kiri dengan makna yang ada di sebelah kanan. Kamu pause film ini, kemudian kamu kerjakan di lembaran. Setelah selesai, kamu laporkan. Okay, now please listen the article. Read and listen.
Bali News, the coming traffic jam in Bali. July 8, 2006. Speaking at a seminar on land transportation held in Sanur on Wednesday, June 28, 2006, the Director General of Land Transportation, Iskandar Abubakar, warned that Bali's higher than average level of private vehicle ownership portends for traffic jams and added air pollution in the near future. Citing the rapid increase in private vehicle ownership in Bali, the transportation expert said that there are presently 4 vehicles for every 5 people living in Bali, a ratio far above the average in the nation's capital of Jakarta, where there is only 1 vehicle for every 5 residents.
Teks berikutnya.
Not only does Bali have a higher average ratio of vehicles in operation, as compared to total residents, but significantly 80% of the vehicles in operation in Bali are registered to private owners. By comparison, private ownership in Jakarta constitutes only 40% of all vehicles on the road. According to Abubakar, the variation in private ownership of vehicles in Bali is due to the very low use of public transport in Bali, where only 5% of the population is estimated to travel on public transport. Emission testing of vehicles to be widened. Abubakar predicted that the recently introduced program of emission testing on public transport will be widened by 2007 to also include mandatory emission testing on all vehicles. Copyright Bali Discovery Tours. Articles may be quoted and reproduced if attributed to www.balidiscovery.com. All images and graphics are copyright protected.
Alright, do you understand? If you have some difficult words, try to consult with your dictionary. Read and listen many times until you understand. Okay, after this, we come to the next step. Traffic jam. The title is Traffic Jam. What you know? What caused the traffic jam? What you want to know? Apa yang ingin kamu ketahui? Mengapa terjadi kemacetan lalu lintas? And then what you learn? Dari sini kamu bisa membuat sebuah ringkasan tentang materi kemacetan lalu lintas yang terjadi di daerahmu. Silakan kamu kerjakan mandiri, kemudian kamu laporkan dan kamu kirimkan ke email saya. Kamu kan tahu kan email saya? Oke, saya tunggu. The next text about Mount Merapi's activity. Now read and listen.
Mount Merapi's activity. Solo, Central Java, Antara News, March 15, 2005. Mount Merapi in Central Java has shown a sign of increased activity in the past few days, forcing the local authorities to raise its alert status to Awas Merapi, Beware Merapi. The volcano's alert status had been raised since Wednesday, after the Yogyakarta-based Volcanology Board recorded a number of tremors inside the volcano, said Yulianto, head of the Merapi Observatory post at Semiran Village, Boyolali District, Central Java, on Thursday. Team of volcanologists continued monitoring the activity of the 2,911-meter-high volcano. People living in vulnerable villages on the volcano's slope were making preparations to flee their homes in case of eventualities.
Okay, do you understand? Read and listen many times until you understand the text. After we read the text, please answer the question number 1, number 2 on your exercise book. Number 3, number 4. Okay. Thank you very much for your attention. See you next time.